Okay.
Everybody, and welcome to Laurel's Tidbits. I think we're in hour 2 of 9,000. I have the extreme pleasure today to interview once again, Debra Harding. She is a Reiki master. She's a Reiki teacher. She's a meditation, well, I call you a guru. And she's the person who's responsible for really helping me understand the powers of meditation. And today, our topic is going to be clearing the vessel. So welcome, Deb.
Thank you. And by the way, I don't mind being called guru because to me that means bringer of light.
Well, look how light you are. Look at you. You're effervescent right now, and
Yeah.
it's so nice to see that there are beacons of light all around the world, and we all seem to be, I'm including myself in there, but we all seem to be gathering and really building a community around those that aren't feeling as light or seeing their light right now because they're distracted by what's going on around the world. So, Deb, we're talking about clearing the vessel. So, two things. Let's talk about vessel. What are we talking about? Because I'm assuming it's not a ship, although we could probably clear ships right now. They are clear. And what is clearing? So what's our vessel and what is clearing? If you could explain that to the audience today.
Sure. So this body is our vessel. We can call it various things, but vessel is a very good word. The reason I like it because it's going to be containing, or you can look at it as a straw too, like an open straw to allow light to go through.
Okay.
So you asked two questions. I've already forgotten the second one.
See, and I just realized my phone's on, so I'm going to turn it off because I don't want anybody calling me in the middle of this. So I'm a little distracted right now. So I asked about clearing, and I asked about what's a vessel.
Right. So clearing our vessel right now obviously is a very important thing. And what that means is that we are acknowledging that we have a body, but we also have a light body. We also have an energy field or an aura, and which means also we are connected to every little thing. We're connected to the trees and the birds and the fairies and the butterflies and everything, right? Both our body is connected and our energetic body. So to clear it, I'm going to sort of shift a little bit. Instead of saying clearing, it's more like aligning or connecting to the light, because the light's already there, and the light will in itself clear our vessel, clear our energy field, clear our physical field, but it also strengthens. So it's these words are kind of, tricky, but we're strengthening our energy field as we're clearing it. So it's kind of both happening at the same time. So when we're aligned to this life force energy that we're a part of, we can connect, allow the energy to come through us, and then our frequency is raised, and both our physical and our energetic body is strengthened. That includes our energetic immune system.
And so there are people on here right now going, huh? What?
That's where you're here. So you can clear it up.
I'm the interpreter. Oh, okay. So today I did a session for kids talking about crystals. And I talked about the different types of crystals. And so if I use this to demonstrate, may I do this with you and sort of to illustrate what we're talking about? So, excuse my back as my crystals go crazy all over the floor. So here are two crystals.
Selenite, beautiful.
Selenite, and then a clear quartz.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there are people walking around on this earth that are like this.
Mm-hmm.
They're clear. When you shine light through them, they refract the light. And then you get that myriad of rainbows there. But if I were to do that with this selenite, which is not, it looks like it's glowing. I think that's funny, but you can't see through it. You know, it is not there. So there are people that are like this, and there are people that are like this. And then there are people like this. So people with clear energy, refract light, take a look at people or see people in a different light through clear eyes. Then we have people that are sort of mid-range, you know, sort of semi-clear, kind of get things, kind of understand where people are. I guess this is our spectrum. And then we have people that are just, nope, just here. You know, and if I show you those crystals, I mean, I didn't expect to do this, but it kind of illustrates what you're talking about. And really our objective is to sort of maybe be here and then here.
Yeah.
If we're here, to be clearing our vessel. So this is our goal. So
I just want to sort of add on to what you were saying and sort of also acknowledge that we are all, or can be, all those crystals you showed at different times, and it's okay. We're going to feel muddy, like I think it was the carnelian that you showed, I'm not sure. And then, or not so transparent as a selenite. And then other days we can be very, very clear. Other days we can be clear. So having an intention to clear from our old patterns, to clear from our thoughts that aren't serving us, that don't feel good, to clear us from our judgments, to also strengthen our energy, both physical and emotional and energetic.
And, you know, you brought up a very good point, because so when I did my conversation yesterday with Laura Kuji, we were talking about the fact that it's okay to feel all emotions. So exactly what you were just saying, like it's all sort of coming together, where, you know, it's okay to have these feelings. We can't all be clear or have a clear vessel all of the time, because sometimes we have to close down to really go inside to allow those thoughts and feelings to be in there.
Beautiful.
Right? So the trick, I think, for many people right now is they're all inside and they're squirming around and they're feeling it in their body. They might have headaches or stomach aches or whatever's going on. So the trick, Deb, is how do we have so many people holding on to that and promoting it.
Yeah. Well, they're doing it with good intention to share, because they don't want people to be misinformed. They want people to be safe, obviously. But I will sort of talk about what you're saying. You said everybody's in here. Well, I want to say that everybody's in here, which is affecting here, right? And so, like you said, all emotions are perfect. How can anything from an intelligent universe not be perfect? That's my perspective. But more conscious we become, the more we understand. If we're feeling angry, we don't have to identify it as our anger. It's just energy. And I loved it's swirling around. So all we got to do is look at it, watch it, instead of going, oh God, we just sort of go, oh, look, I'm really pissed right now, you know, as if we're kind of separate. Or I'm feeling sad right now, and we watch it swirl, we watch it go, it's energy. And then, you know, we come back to center, or we come back to a clear vessel. We remember who we are, we align.
And do you feel that everybody on this planet is doing two things? Well, this is Auntie Laurel's theory over here. We're coming together as a collective conscious. So we're coming together as a global community, and we have the ability to go one direction or the other direction. We have choice.
Yeah.
And so how important is it to clear our vessel to make the choice that's right for us?
Extremely important. Extremely important. So we are a collective already. But now we are tuning into it and realizing that, right? We're becoming more aware. We're becoming more conscious, like you said, right? More conscious that we are already connected. That's why this is the thing that I won't name. This is such a big deal. Of course, it's a big deal. People are dying, and the people in the hospitals and the clinics and everything. Thank you. Of course, this is showing us that we are connected energetically, not just social media. This social media is showing us how connected we are as well. So because we know that, the reason it's so important that we be more, I'll use the word mindful of how we're thinking, how we're feeling, is because everything we think and feel is going into the collective.
Right.
So let's take a break from talking about that and tune in and clear our vessel. So the more we clear our vessel, the higher our frequency gets. The higher our frequency gets, the stronger our energetic and physical body comes, and then nothing can penetrate it.
Right.
I get
And at the
excited
end,
about this.
well, and at the end of the day, when we're clear, when our vessel is clear, we will see, hear, feel so many new things.
Our vision is widened then.
Yes. So you and I were discussing before we started recording that a lot of people are losing their minds about their businesses right now.
Yeah.
And you know, Laura was talking yesterday. I know you watched the video. She was talking yesterday about the fact that we have times of fasting and feasting. So our fasting times right now are really to laser focus in on our work and think about how we can promote it, talk about it, share it with others. Maybe we'll want to slightly change our direction so that when we're in times of feasting, we're ready to zoop. I just made that word up. Zoop out of the gate.
Yeah.
And so clearing our vessel will allow us to extract all the stuff, maybe like if you're a child or a kid, maybe the stuff at school that wasn't that important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe it's friendships or whatever. In adults, it might be, you know what? I don't have to work on that project anymore. I can give that project now to this person because the project I really want to work on is this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they say that when kids are bored, that's when they come up with their best ideas.
Yes.
I know that in some cultures, daydreaming is the most important time for people because it's like being bored. It allows fresh ideas to come through. If we're encumbered with stuff that doesn't work for us anymore and not clear in our vessels, we're just going to keep on doing the same things and we aren't going to evolve as a species. Well, we'll evolve, but like not like
We're
now.
being forced. We're literally being forced to do that, you know. And I love what you said, by the way. That just makes so much sense to me. And so now we want to be using who we are. You know, now we don't have to work. There's so many things that we can do. We can purge, we can eat properly, we can sleep properly, we can get creative, we can read the books, we can share who we are this way for now. And in the fasting, when we fast, our body is clearing, our energy is clearing, everything. Nothing is just on a physical level. I mean, that's kind of the subject of our video, right? Nothing is on just the physical level. Everything is connected, and that's just not a term. There is all kinds of things around us that we don't necessarily see with our eyes, but we feel with our hearts.
Absolutely.
The more we can connect to that, and clearing means letting go of things that aren't serving us, letting the energy do what it's supposed to do, instead of being so tight in our stomach and stuck in our repeated thoughts. So when we can let that go, because when we're doing that, when we're in our heads and when we're in fear, we're so contracted, we're so dense, when we can take deep breaths on a regular basis and align and connect, all of a sudden our energy expands. We feel freer, we feel lighter, we can laugh. I noticed for a long time I wasn't laughing. My son is always trying to get me to laugh. And I started realizing why, because I don't laugh a lot. So when we're more aligned, when we're more connected, like you said earlier, our vision is broader. There's more ideas, more things that can come through.
Do you suggest or recommend that we hang out with other clear vessels in these times? Like, I know, because most people I know with clear vessels are helpers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And we're so busy helping right now. Whether we're sitting in our workspace and helping from afar, or whether we're reaching out, or whether we're like us and we're doing this, is it important for us to hang out with or surround ourselves with other clear vessels?
You're going to be surprised at my answer.
It's going to be no, isn't it?
It's going to be no.
Because we're clear.
I'm not always clear. I'm not always clear. I could be, it could change.
Look at, there's a fairy just went walking by. Hi, fairy. He says, I'm hungry.
Yes.
I don't care about no stinking video. I'm hungry.
The reason I say no is because this is an amazing opportunity for us to stay aligned. Because in the morning I could be clear, and then later on I get a phone call and I get into my emotions for a minute until I clear it again, right? And so everything is an opportunity for me to shine my light brighter, to get more clear. So I think that all of us who are in our clear times to connect with others who may not be. Now
Gotcha.
we can get together to help each other, support each other. Like, we understand what getting clear means. We meditate regularly. You know, we understand that. Then that's when we need to get support from like-minded people, for sure. But I think this is a time for us to really expand and walk our talk.
Yeah.
You know, to just love people unconditionally, no matter where they're at, no matter what they're doing. If they're in fear, oh, I love you. You know that you're loved. Whether they respond or not doesn't matter, because this has given us an opportunity, Laurel, to open our hearts. I mean, everything that gives us an opportunity to open our hearts is fantastic.
Do you want to hear my heart opening sound?
Yes. Wonder what mine's like.
I don't know. I'm doing this with kids in the Meditating Munchkins program. So my heart opening is whoop,
Love
and
it.
my ear opening is
I love it.
I don't know what brain opening is. I don't know. Okay, that sounded like some sort of weird animal. So what I'd like to do now, excuse me, if I may, is have you do a little meditation for us to help us clear our vessels. If you are ready, willing, and able to do this for us, and I will fully participate in this meditation. So you're just going to take it away, and I'm just going to sit here and relish in the Deb moments.
I'm putting on a little music. Can you hear it?
No. But it's okay for you. Like, we don't need the music. If you need the music, it's okay, because
I like the music.
we'll just listen to what you're going to say to us. And okay. And I'm going to stop talking now.
Okay. So let's all take a deep, slow, conscious breath. By conscious, I mean bringing your awareness to your body breathing you. So filling your belly with air, watching your belly round up with air, paying attention to the air coming up through your lungs and out your nose. Notice the temperature in your nostrils may change. Feel the air coming out of your nostrils. Let's do this for a minute or so. So right in this moment, we're becoming conscious of our breath. We're aware of our surroundings. We're aware where our body is sitting. We're aware that we're aware. So still keeping your awareness on your body breathing you. And just to be clear, that means that you are observing or watching your vessel, your body, your human form. This intelligent form that does all kinds of things for you without you having to ask, your heart beating, the blood running through your veins, and the breath, all on its own. So as you sit here, you witness this intelligence. This intelligence is not just your body, it is everything. The moon, the sun, the planets, the air, the trees, the mice, the birds, the fish. So let's bring our awareness beyond our body for a moment. So that could look like you're looking behind your eyeballs or your eyelids. And you're observing the darkness or the blackness behind there, and then sensing and feeling with your body, which is also your intuition, sensing and feeling what's around you. All around you, above you, below you, on either side, front and back. And whatever that is, how I'm doing it is going to be different than Laurel's doing it, and you're going to do it differently. You can't do this wrong. Observe the energy around you. This is you, too. So I want to remind you that you are not let's put it the other way. The mind is not the boss of you. You are in control of the mind. Meditation shows us that. So you can observe that you have thoughts. You can observe your body right now and whatever sensations you may be experiencing all at the same time. You can observe the energy field around you, however that looks and feels for you. All at the same time. I want to remind you that this is perfection. This is who you are. And this is why we are doing this exercise, is to remember this. Feeling the energy around us, at the same time witnessing the body breathing us. Noticing the occasional thought that may be starting to drift in the background now, because your awareness, your focus is right here, right now. And when you get distracted, and you will, because it's human, as soon as you become aware of your distraction, you come back to center, which means maybe taking a deep breath, noticing that you were distracted, and you come back. This is awareness. Of the here and now, the presence. is where you connect to your intuition. So let's all of us bring our awareness to our heart centers now. Imagine, pretending, visualizing you're breathing in and out of your heart. Sometimes I even visualize that my heart has nostrils, just for fun. So I'm breathing in and out of my heart. And it's been scientifically proven that we have brain cells in our heart. So we can just sit in our heart for this moment, feeling, sensing. And as we do that, it's like our heart grows, expands. Our energy field grows and expands as we breathe deeply now. Let's take some deeper breaths in and out of our heart. And now our energy fields are getting larger and larger and stronger and stronger. And our frequency is raising. What that means is it's going faster. So it's getting higher, which makes us stronger, not just physically, but energetically as well. The more deep breaths we take, the more we align like this, the stronger our physical body becomes and our energetic body, or our physical immune system and our energetic immune system. And my cat Onyx agrees. So we're still breathing in and out of our hearts. Just observe. Maybe your heart is feeling like it's beating a little harder than normal. That's great. Or perhaps it's slowing down. That's also great. See, there is no right and wrong here. Simply observe. Now let's take our awareness to the top of our heads. Again, observing. Maybe you notice a sensation, a tingling or a heat. It doesn't matter if you are or not. Just notice, just observe. Now take your imagination way up. Right now the skies are blue and sunny, so I'm going to imagine taking this light, a beam of light. How I imagine it is like when I open the curtains and the sun is beaming through in that beam of light. That's my visual. You may have a different visual. However you visualize is perfect. So we take our imagination way up. Maybe your eyes sort of roll up into your forehead, and you take your vision, your imagination all the way up. Keep on going, way, way up into the sky, way, way, way up beyond the earth, however that looks to you, way, way up. Now you're plugged in. So let's all take a deep breath together as we're all plugged in. And when we exhale, imagine this gorgeous light, this delicious nectar coming down, 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 all the way down our crown, filling our vessel, filling our human form, all the way down, 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 out our spine, out our feet, and see it go down, down, down into the earth. Beautiful Mother Earth, who's going through this with us. So let's do this a few times. Taking a deep breath in, going all the way up. Exhaling down, all the way down into the earth. Again, all the way up. All the way up, plug in, come down, all the way down. I just had a beautiful vision of a rainbow, riding a rainbow all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down into the earth. Connecting to beautiful Mother Earth. So now we're plugged in. We're plugged into life. We're connected. We're clearer than we were before we began. So, even as I'm going to speak right now, as I'm speaking, you're still in meditative state, you're still present, you're still expanded. I'm going to bring us to the conversation Laurel and I were having about spending time with like-minded or sharing our light continually with everyone. So we're going to do both, of course. We're going to spend time with like-minded people, and right now in this meditation, we're going to expand our light, our heart, to everything and everyone. We're going to feel our love filling the room we're in, the city we're in, the country we're in, and everyone in it. All the two-leggeds, the four-leggeds, the winged ones, the beautiful whales, and all the fish and mammals in the water. Keep on expanding, expanding, expanding. We're even sending our love to the non-physical things, the mechanical things, the satellites surrounding our planet. Let's love them. Let's send love as far as we can past our Earth. So what we're actually doing is we're simply connecting and plugging into who we really are. A few more deep breaths, feeling the expansiveness of who we are. And now coming back slowly and gently and oh so lovingly. Coming back to the room, but keeping your field around you at a distance, aware of this part of you that is real. So we clear that energetic part of us. We clear our physical form, or rather the exercise we did clears it. We are not doing it. We are allowing. We are being present and allowing life to do what it needs to do. And witness this peace that you feel right now. Staying present. And before we end, I would like you also to say to yourself something like this. I love you. You are perfect as you are. You are more than this body, more than the thoughts, more than the fear that surrounds us sometimes. We are so much more. Feel that love for yourself, filling your body, filling your heart, filling your soul. Coming back fully into your body, taking your time, and have the intention before you open your eyes to keep that connection to your inner world, even though you'll be looking to the outside world. Namaste.
Do I have to come out of my meditation?
Yes, you do.
All right. I'm recording. I'm responsible for things.
Got a little emotional in that one.
Well, there are so many people that are going to benefit from our conversation today just to get reacquainted with feeling grounded, because I feel like people are hanging on by strings, and so you just reeled everybody back in.
And myself too.
Well, all of us, like you just
Yes.
reeled us all in and made us just feel so beautifully grounded and confident. Like the
Hmm.
strength is like I'm like, that sounds really funny, but
No, I understand.
right. And I went right outside the solar system. Like I'm like, shoot, I don't know where I was in. I don't know what dimension I was in. I was out there somewhere. Well, thank you so much, Deb. I'm so glad you helped us with clearing our vessels. And our next subject, I think we're just intuitively going to arrive at our next subject, because what we thought we were going to do, because we're following our inner guidance, our intuition, we've cleared our vessels and we've let go of what we think people need and really intuitively dove in to what we know people need in
Mhm.
in these moments. And so really being cognizant of our intuition and what we're being guided to do as we go through this new process. you
All
know
new.
it's all new for all of us. So thank you, Deb, for hanging out with me again and making me feel like I need to go have 17,000 hours of naps. By the way, you endorse that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
If that's on your to-do list, go for it. And it'd be nice. I was thinking I should set up my hammock outside,
Oh,
uh, even though it's cold, but just sit outside and bask in the everything that's happening outside, and really becoming mindful of what we have beautifully outside of our own bodies. So thank you, Deb.
you're so welcome.
Mwah. Big love to you.
Big love to you.